Hello and welcome. I'm Ethan or the E-Reader. This is season 1, episode 65 of the E-Reader podcast. And today I'll be reviewing The Eye of the World by Robert Jordan. Hello and welcome back to my channel. And as you can see in the title, this is my review of The Eye of the World, the first book in the Wheel of Time series. If you didn't watch why I decided to start the Wheel of Time, maybe go watch that if you're interested. But yeah, I finished this a few days ago. I wanted to let the thoughts simmer for a bit before I made a review for this book. Pretty long book, and a lot of things happen, but at the same time, not a lot of things happen. It's easily summarized. It can be easily summarized. But I'll have a spoiler free. Then I'll go to spoilers like all my other reviews. Spoiler free. This book is the first book in a 15. I think it's 14 or 15 book long series by Robert Jordan. And what I got from the spoiler free about what this book is about. This farm boy lives in the small town. Pretty similar to the Shire in the Lord of the Rings. And one day, these Trollocs, troll-like creatures, come and attack the village. And this certain farm boy named his name is Rand, is told that he has to leave because the trolls are after him, but he doesn't know why they're after him. And that's essentially the premise. He has a group with him, just like in Lord of the Rings, and he has to get to this city where he has protection. That's pretty much it. A lot of things happen along the way, obviously. It wouldn't be as thick if nothing happened. I think that's a very simple synopsis of the book. Spoiler free, I thought this book was good. I would say, I think, actually no, I take that back. It was better than good. It was a really good fantasy book. And I'm definitely not an expert at fantasy. I haven't read actually that many fantasy books, to be honest. I've only read Lord of the Rings, Mistborn trilogy, The Name of the Wind, and all like Percy Jackson, Harry Potter. So I'm definitely not an expert at fantasy, but this was definitely interesting. Many people, when they review The Eye of the World, they say it's very similar to Lord of the Rings, and I agree with Murphy Napier, her review. She said that she doesn't mind that, and I agree with that. I love Lord of the Rings. I love the Shire. I love the characters in Lord of the Rings, and reading something that's familiar but not the same. There's different characters, different personalities in those characters. I like that. They're not the same characters, and there's not the same lore behind it. And I know it's very, very similar, but I like that familiarity between the Lord of the Rings, which I love. So yeah, that's one thing I don't really mind about it. I think on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably rate it a 6. Is that too low? Maybe a 7. A 6 or 7, I think, out of 10. Or maybe an 8. I don't know. My thoughts are still kind of simmering. I think probably 7.5. I think that is my definitive rating of the book. So that's probably about a 4 out of 5. I thought it was pretty good. I loved the adventure and the characters and the little side plots that the characters were going on. Trying to keep the spoiler free. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say for spoiler free. So if you have not read the book, please don't listen to this second half of this video. Don't want you to get spoiled because it is a really good book and I really recommend it. It's probably the #1 best-selling fantasy book ever, next to Lord of the Rings, and it was really good. So I really recommend it. Please don't watch spoiler if you have not read Lord of the Rings, or oh my gosh, if you have not read The Eye of the World by Robert Jordan. Right now, I'll get into spoiler thoughts. Hello, people that have read the book. Okay, so I already said my spoiler-free thoughts about the book, and I'll get into specifics now. I thought the characters were quite good. I don't think they were characters I loved right away. Like, I am not in love with any of the characters, I don't think, just yet. Maybe I'm in love with the ogre at the in the inn. I already forgot his name. Loyal? I don't know. I've been reading it, so I don't really know how to pronounce it. It's the ogre in the inn that Rand befriends. I thought he was a good character. We didn't get to see him long though. I liked Rand was a good character. I thought he was good, but I don't absolutely love the characters so far. I think I'll need to read a few more books in the series to like them even more, and that I'm definitely going to continue with the series. I bought the second book. I have the second book, and I'm planning to read the second book before June ends, and then read the third book in the start of July. So that's kind of my plan there. But Maureen, people say they love Maureen. I didn't really vibe with her, I guess you could say. I don't really like her off the bat, but again, I think I'll have to read more books to enjoy her more, to learn more about her past and stuff. Just looking through the book here, because I finished it a few days ago, so I don't really remember everything. I thought this might be very obscure, but when they were going into Camelin, I thought that scene, it gave me kind of like, when I was reading it gave me like shivers or chills, kind of, like when he was describing the city and he was like, oh my gosh, it was so beautiful. I just imagined like the best city ever, like castles and things like that. And I was like Robert Jordan can really give a good description of something, and you can picture it very, very, very good in your mind. I loved how was it Matt or Perrin? I think it was Perrin. Perrin, who is connected to wolves. I like that kind of side plot. That was like a different plot twist. And at the end, the last battle, I think many people have seen this. Said this, I mean, but I thought the end went really, really quickly. It was like in a mere 30 pages that the whole battle went down. And not a lot of people say this, but I would have liked a few more pages, like maybe 50 pages or so. I felt it went really quickly. He went to the Eye of the World, like Rand and the crew, and then the Green Man came, and then Green Man got killed, and then Rand killed one of the other guys by his powers, and then he was transported to the Trolloc War, in like way far away. He was like transported there for some reason, like teleportation somehow, and then he destroyed the Trolloc War, came back, and that was like 10 pages, like not even 10 pages. I wanted, like, when he was killing the Trollocs, like the whole army that was gonna kill the city. I was like, I want a few more pages. He just destroyed them in like a page, and then he was back. I wanted a bit more. The reveal at the end where Moraine said that Rand was the Dragon Reborn. That wasn't really a big plot twist. That was kind of obvious. Because they're talking about Dragon Reborn and Rand is the main character, so obviously he's the chosen one. But I was actually kind of thinking maybe Perrin or Matt would be the Dragon Reborn. I was kind of second guessing myself at the end there. Like how Egwene and Nynaeve are going to become, or are able to become Aes Sedai, and I like how Rand and Matt. I think Rand and Matt are going to leave the Aes Sedai, and go to, where, I already forgot where they're going. I think they're going to Terran Ferry? No. I don't remember. Oh my gosh. There's so many names and so many cities. That's kind of one down step of this book. There are really many characters, many cities. I have to look at the map here. Look at the map, and I found myself looking at the map a lot, and I liked how they included a map. I think Rand and Matt said they're going to Tarvalon. I'm pretty sure that's where they said they were going, because he wanted to get training. Yeah, I just remembered it. Rand wanted to become training because he was a Dragon Reborn, and I love that. I was like, throughout the book, I felt like I was enjoying like all the side plots, and I love the Tinkers. Okay, that's it. Oh my gosh, I have so many things to talk about. It's gonna be a long review. I felt Matt and Perrin were very similar in a way. Again, as I'm doing this review, I get them mixed up because I don't remember if Matt was here. Matt Perrin was there, and I find they're very similar in character, I guess. Matt, he was so dumb, and he grabbed a stupid knife, and then he got possessed like Gollum from the from the Ring. That was kind of similarity. That's kind of funny. Perrin, he got the wolf powers, and I liked how I love the Tinkers. Perrin and Egwene, they met the Tinkers, and I just felt their way of life was so interesting, and they're trying to find the everlasting song, and I'm really hoping that we go back to the Tinkers, and in the later books, don't spoil in the comments, but I'm hoping in the later books we get to know if they ever found their mystical song. Perrin and Egwene are falling in love together. Kind of. I thought Egwene and Rand were coming together, but I think they're kind of drifting apart. And so I keep forgetting things that I want to talk about. I liked how they separated. That was one thing I really enjoyed. Nynaeve, Lan. Oh, that's another character. Lan, I thought was very stereotypical bodyguard. He didn't have that much personality to me. I might be coming up with so many unpopular opinions, but I thought Lan didn't have that much personality, in my opinion. But the groups were Nynaeve. I don't know how to pronounce that. Lan, Nynaeve, and Moraine. That was one group, and then it was Egwene and Perrin, and then the third group was Matt, Tom, and Rand. Tom died. That was another sad thing. Don't really have much to say. I mean, it wasn't like he was a funny guy, and not like a funny guy, but he was like the advice or dad of the group, kind of like I can imagine him like giving dad jokes or something. Okay, this might sound different because I've been editing, but as I'm editing, I forgot to add something that I wanted to say. Like all reviews go, I always forget something that I wanted to say, but I'll say it now. In my copy of the book, there was a prologue before the prologue called Ravens. It was like 20 pages of getting to know the town. I just wanted to give my thoughts about that, and I quite enjoyed it. I thought I did a audiobook, so you can listen to that. I read that out loud. I thought that was pretty, like, not boring, but I didn't really enjoy it as much as I wanted to. It just gave a sense of the town, and I enjoyed it for that sense, but I just really wanted to get to the story. And the actual prologue of the dragon killing his family, I didn't get that. I had to watch a few videos and read about it. I didn't understand what that happened. It was a bit confusing, and I had to listen to a few videos on what exactly happened in the prologue. But I think this book will definitely be better on a reread. You'll definitely pick up more. I think The Wheel of Time is a really good reread book, and I'm excited to reread it. And one more thing I want to talk about I was just thinking of it. I mentioned this in my why I want to read The Eye of the World, or why I started to read The Wheel of Time, but I felt the start could have went faster. There's 150 pages of us just at Emmons Field, and I felt we could have cut that down to maybe 75 pages to maybe 100 pages. Just cut 50 pages down and get the adventure going, because that's what I really wanted. I wanted the adventure to keep going, but I had to read almost 200 pages worth of just Emmons Field, and the plot not even, like, the adventure not even starting. And by page 150, I had no idea what the whole plot was. I had no idea that like the Trollocs hadn't came or anything like that. So I thought it could have went faster. But those are just some quick thoughts I had while editing. Back to the regular scheduled program. This was a really good book, and I enjoyed every part of it. I liked how they split up. I liked the side plots of, like, the Tinkers, meeting the Tinkers. I liked how Moraine rescued Perrin and Egwin from the White Cloaks. And I liked how I this wasn't really in it a lot. I don't think we'll get more of this in later books, but Rand just going into the castle, and then we see them for like 10 pages, and then we're gone. I thought that was really quick, and I would have liked to learn more about that. Is that all I want to say? I'm just trying to think of more to say. I don't think I have anything else to say about this book. Overall, I thought it was pretty good. Again, an 8 out of 10, I think. 4 out of 5. And people say the books get better from here. So, really excited to get into The Great Hunt, which I'm probably going to start in a few days. I have another book that I'm reading right now, but I'll get to The Great Hunt in a few days. I'm off school in Canada, or where I live in Canada. I don't know if other places in Canada, but right where I live, school ends on Monday, or today when you're watching this. I'm recording this on Sunday, so you're seeing I'm talking into the future. The day that you're seeing this is my last day of school, and then Tuesday I'm done. So I'm hoping I can maybe get videos like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, like the whole week next week. I definitely have a lot more time. To make videos and read, obviously, so I can get a lot more books done, a lot more reviews out. So that'll be pretty fun. Again, I'm gonna read The Great Hunt in June, and The Dragon Reborn in July. I really want to read maybe the first 5 books before the TV show comes out, which is rumored to come out in November, because I don't know how many books the first season will cover. So I'm scared because I don't know how many books it will cover. So yeah, just maybe book 5. I think actually I could get to farther than book 5, because if I'm reading book 3 in July, I could read like book 4 in August, and then book 5 in September, and maybe I could get to like book 8 or something. Anyway, I'm just rambling on here, thinking of my plans. Really excited to get deep into Wheel of Time. Very popular fantasy series, and I love fantasy. Also, another side note, planning to read The Way of Kings in July. Very exciting. Stormlight Archive, love Brandon Sanderson, and I can't wait to get into The Way of Kings in July. That'll be exciting. So thanks for listening. I'm Ethan with the Ear. This has been Season 1, episode I have no idea because I didn't check. I don't know what episode it is. You'll see it on the screen. Thanks for listening. See you next time.